Let's see if I got the right mic. Yeah, the dog knows. Um, Not a whole lot happening right now, man. It's like it's coming in waves. I guess that's what the whole fun of things are or whatever. I figure I'd try to do this eventually. It's the path is like passing to the right of us. Yeah, it's it ain't a whole lot. We've had let's see. If I can leave this in the background and pop in something else. Can I do that? Yeah, that's pretty much yet is the thing. I threw this in real quick. Where is... So I guess I'll just have to do that. Okay. You do you notice somebody right there that's saying what dog? That's OG himself. I'm guessing he's in his room, probably watching. So, but I guess looking at the good old MSN one, that's like a really simple one, just to kind of show like what's happening. I guess everybody and their dog is hitting this one right now. It's like slow. So we're in the Baton Rouge area, and the hurricane has been doing, I guess, Francine. I still this weird name, but it's been popping and been wiggling and wobbling and wobble back and forth. Looks like it's in Homa right now, and it's kind of what I was thinking, where they're going to probably go towards more the Hammond area. And so they originally had the track over here through Baton Rouge. And I'm totally fine with it going tracking over here. So that'll definitely be good in my favor, because over on this side is actually the worst part of it. I guess you'd say the dirty side of things. So, but it is, let's see. If we can find a radar. I like to do on some of the Wonder Map stuff on here, because they got everybody else's Swamp People narrator. Down in Homa, isn't that Swamp People? They're like back in Hammond, and you're like, no, this guy's not in Hammond. There's no freaking swamp in Hammond, but it's actually like south of there. Always the geography of the Swamp People stuff is a little insane to people that know the area. But let's see, we should be able to do the radar. I'm assuming we did this last time. Is it not going to work for us? IBM, you done screwed up Wonderground. Like, what the hell? Let's try one of the weather stations. I'm not sure they gotta have a decent radar on one of the weather stations. So they're only running up to 7. Can we full screen this instead of being window and window? AccuWeather would be pretty decent. Let's see. AccuWeather. I like used to be great. Yeah. Thanks for that, Terry. Um, so we're in the Baton Rouge area. You can see it's still going to be. Wait for it to load again. I hit refresh. Well, does it get smoother as it pulls in all the frames? I guess that's probably going to for future forecast when it was popping. Troy Landry fighting gators. You come fight about your. I think Hef's gonna come fight me about his cameras. I don't think that's gonna happen. That beautiful, perfect sucking of the storms. I don't think that's gonna happen. AccuWeather's a little much on there. So there's like nothing really happening right now. Like we've had some gusts up to, let's see. I've had, yeah. So I've had like gust up to like maybe 15 or something like that. So, but we're still not in like the bulk of it or anything. So yeah, so there's not a whole lot happening right now. That's the whole thing. So we could talk about Hef's camera if y'all wanted to talk about that. But kind of where this spawned from was, excuse me, let's see if I can cough off the camera. Kind of where this spawned from was during Hurricane Laura. I actually did a live stream that was really just for my mom. It was her house and some other family members so they could watch some of the cameras. And I was at my mom's house, and so like I just pulled up the Reolink app and then like put it on there, and it just kind of like took off, and like it just like the chat blew up. And I guess it was shared on places, so that's kind of, hey, I want to see if we want to do something like that again, if people enjoyed it or whatever, or what not. If not, then I'll go do something else. So yeah, probably the cough was the biggest gust. Um, there was a couple things I had to move. Had a couple things that just like with a little no soliciting sign, but wooden thing fell in the front. I had to pull the pull ladder out. So we've had a few little gusts here and there, but nothing crazy. You see his I love. Yeah. So, um, let's see if look, the Wonder Map's gonna actually work now. If I can, yeah, it's actually gonna work now. If I could turn on the weather stations just to look at like what is happening over here. So they're getting some decent stuff in Vacherie. 32, 38. It's luckily is being a storm that has kind of, I wouldn't say fully fizzled out, but it could have been a lot worse. And so it would be hopefully something kind of somewhat minor, except for I know people down here have had like on the coast, they've got 40, 50 mile an hour stuff going on. I'm surprised those weather stations are still reporting. So there's still no good Zigbee thermostats. Not really. Trying to think. That they had that Pearl one. It's okay. Who's selling coffee machines? No, I do suspect I will get to test your generator soon. My power company is just, it's so great. Entergy, this is a publicly traded company. I'm assuming that they just, they had to run their numbers, return of investment. It, and this is some sarcasm here and some not, but they really have a spot where they just put a hole in the tree canopy for a wire. Now, like you go to another power company that's like a local co-op one that's just north of me, they have their tree cut policy is floor to sky. So if there's a line in the way and it's floor to sky and they cut all the trees, I mean, I saw them just the other day clearing out a whole thing for a line. And I was like, damn, I wish Entergy would do that. Well, ours doesn't do that. So we get to test our generator quite a bit. So, yeah, that Centralite one is the Centralite Pearl is one you can check out. I'm still using my Vinstar. It's a Wi-Fi one and it has that local API out the box. I don't know if they're still, I haven't looked at the prices on, I know you can get them now again, but the prices are still absurd on Amazon and stuff like that. There were some vendors you could go to check out Vinstar and like look on their website and look for like some of the vendors and you could order from them. So yeah, ours just no Vinstar doesn't make a Zigbee one. It's just all Wi-Fi. But the cool part about the Vinstar ones is you can put them in the cloud if you want. I kind of consider the Vinstar as like the Shelly of things. They have an app, you can put them in the cloud, but you don't have to. You can just keep them local and then you can just use the local API. So look, yeah, while we're talking, I'm missing out on the wonderful stuff. It was blowing around a little bit. I wonder if I could shrink this or something. If you want Zigbee, that's the only one I can really think of that's obtainable right now, really, I think, is going to be on the Zigbee side. All the good ones, they want to be in the cloud, man, to sell your data. I know there's the Echo B ones and stuff you could do, like the home kit. So, so yeah, that is, if you look right, that weather station there, I actually have two of them, of course, right? Why don't I have two of everything? Hef has 5 of everything, but that one is the Echo Witty Boy or something like that. I think it is. I just put it on the fence pole. My Tempest is on the peak of the roof where when I did that video, probably 2 years ago or something. So, I will say I'd lean towards the Tempest still, but the Echo Wit is like a lot cheaper. So, like, this is them side by side. So you can see the temperature. They're pretty decent. But like, what's weird is like the Echo Wit one is like, a lot of time the feel like temperature is the same as the outdoor temperature. And that's never the case in Louisiana. So, I don't know what they're doing in their calculation there. I will say the rain, because there's 2 other weather stations that are near me, and I've compared them together. And so I'm like, hey, here's this one, and then while I'm talking, let me do this. Because I know, like, I wanted to see if I can cut this. There, we can have, that way you don't just see me just talking, you can actually watch the weather. So, but like the Echo Wit, when I feel the rain rate is not as, it runs on the low side, but then the Tempest runs a little on the high side, just not a whole lot. And so they need to be somewhere in the middle. But then the wind is so much higher on the Echo Wit watch. And the Tempest, I feel, is about correct. So, um, the, I'm not sure on how they're actually doing that with the actual sensor on it. But like you can see, like the Tempest is saying like wind gusts up to 7, and well, it's about the same, I guess, right now. Echo Wit earlier was running way much higher. So I mean, they're both pretty decent, and the Echo Wit it's a lot cheaper. It's like what was it, 200 versus like 300, so it's like a third of the difference. Yeah, so that's like 200 with the $10 coupon, and versus what? Let's see. Tempest weather station. Yeah, they're wanting 339. So it's hard to really like say like, hey, is there a better? Is it $140 value better? Probably not. Um, they've kind of priced themselves out. So, but that's the link to the Echo Wit, and the Echo Wit one does it integrates right with Home Assistant with the integration, so it has like a local API and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple to do. Um, it's I wouldn't say it's the best. There's this, but is it a better value at 200? Yeah, I'll say it's a better value. I do like the app for the Tempest better on the phone. I actually use that like on Android like as one of the widgets, so like as my weather forecast, and it's actually my forecast off my area, and I can see mine. Um, Now, of course, the best one is the free one. I know they've shared a bunch of Node Red flows of how to pull someone else's Tempest via HTTP. That's probably the best one. So, but for the most part, a lot of the values are like it's fairly close. It's just I'm not sure why the Wit Boy is always like, it feels like temperature is the same, even though it has the humidity. Um, let's see. Even though the humidity is what, it's saying 98% humidity. Yeah, you don't need one. So I like them both. I will say the Wit Boy, you can put like 2 double A's in it, and that's the double A's like for when it doesn't have power. For it's like there's a setting in here where it says, where is it at? Um, it says there's like a voltage or something. I must not have. Oh, there it is. Capacitor. It says 2.4 volts. I guess when it was charged and it's like its own capacitor, but then it will switch over to the batteries. So, which has been overcast all day. So we'll see if it dies, right? But the other thing the Tempest has is you have the if you're big into like lightning stuff, the Tempest has the lightning stuff, and like it does like if you have it with other Tempest around, it'll do like lightning triangulation, and so it'll show you like, hey, you have lightning. Like that's actually one of the things like right here, lightning distance, yeah, 3.73 miles. So I don't think you don't get that on the Wit Boy. So that's some of the stuff that you get actually over here on that side, and you get like the lightning energy or something like that. So, um, but so I'm not sure what Tempest is saying. Feels like temperature 81. So, trying to see. What we are gonna get into. Where's if we're going to get into the bulk of this eventually, maybe I should refresh this page. It's a hurricane warning. Yeah, it doesn't. To get out the pool. So that must be a future frame or something on there. Because we're not really, I probably got another 20, 30 minutes. I guess looks like New Orleans getting the bulk of it right now. I want to see something. Because like I don't even see, isn't this my cameras is not even showing anything. There's like no wind outside right now. Yeah, there you go. You can see the good bulk of it. This is the best wind app. Is Entergy does a lot of the power backbone stuff here. There are some other power companies, but most of them. But you can definitely see how New Orleans is getting beat on a lot on their grid. So I'm assuming we'll start to see Hammond and maybe my area will get to be popped pretty soon, but not sure just yet. Yeah, that's that's a future I was looking at. Where's the? So what time? I don't feel like the controls are that good. Maybe because I have Dark Reader on. Maybe that's what it was. Pause. So that's where I'm at now. So when are we gonna get the bulk of it here? Probably. Oh wow. So is it saying 8 p.m.? That's got to be. Must be past. Cause it's 7:53 now. Now is the midpoint of the slider. Oh, I got you. You can actually see when it changes to like the blobs. I don't feel like we're in the bulk of it right now though. Because like I'm looking at Radar Scope on my phone, and Radar Scope does not agree with that at all. I wonder if I can pull up Radar Scope, but I think it's just an app only. What's another? We got to have another. Yeah, see, they've changed their track to be Hammond as well, which is totally fine for me. They got to have a radar somewhere. Yeah, they seem to be a little overzealous on their stuff. Do they have a radar? I thought they had one. Yeah, this one's not too bad. Is this probably going to be the same as them? So just trying to see, because I'm in the Baton Rouge area, so I'll be in here. We may not get the bulk of it. Totally fine for me. No. So, yeah, maybe a no. It looks like we're getting more rain and stuff. with the what are they saying, power outages. Yeah, this website's kind of cheesy. I I've seen them use it before, and but I like the grain map ones. So may not be much going on. Oh, so looks like they lost power in one. I saw one of the Discord members were saying they lost power in Prairieville area. I'm not sure where he's at exactly. Oh, somewhere. I guess this is all kind of the Prairieville Gonzales area right here. So, um, it may take a little bit for us to get there, but that's looks like we're still nothing else really going on. Let me see what if I can pull up. I wonder what this camera looks like. See if I can pull this one up. Dang, jack going on, dude. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing at all. Like these are like tall pine trees, and it's like nothing. Like, let's see something. I want to say it's on this side. Oh, I can't see it. Yeah. It was so much stronger earlier. There ain't jack going on right now. Um, like I think there's over here. Yeah. There's like zero wind right now. Oh no. Is it gone? It's gone. There's a, unless my wife took it down, there's a little she has like a little flower thing. You can see the thing they're supposed to be spinning. I guess it's gone now. I don't know why. So yeah. See, yeah, because we had all that rain. We had like 5 inches of rain on Thursday. And like that came down in like I know 2 or 3 inches came down within like 30 minutes on Thursday, and so the ground was pretty damn wet. So I could see the trees just falling after this. So if you had this is the camera I've been playing with. It's their supposed 24/7 recording camera. No, I don't have any gutters in the front. I can care less about the front. I got gutters in the back where we hang out with, and then I got gutters on the side where the garage is. But the front, I can care less about the front. I'm not dealing with gutters in the front, so too much trouble to deal with. But man, it's gonna be a keeps the sheathing. I have enough issues with roofing going on. Um, got like I think we've had 3 or 4 roofers in the past 6 or 7, 8 years, and they still none of them seem to be able to fix spots in some of the corners. And the last roofer told me that was not their job to fix leaks. So, and so that was okay. I was like, okay, see you later. If you can't fix the leak, then see ya. And of course, then they tried to want to ask for the rest of their money when they didn't finish the job. So that was great. Yeah, exactly. And it's actually sadly a big company in the area, but they were garbage the way they handle stuff. And I won't drop the name, but like even the guy, they did the job, part of it to come fix some stuff, fix some things, And then they went missing in action for literally like 6 months. And the guy came back. I was like, oh, hey, can we come finish the stuff? I was like, oh, yeah, because you want to get paid, right? And so then they came back and finished some more stuff. But then I actually had water coming out of my soffit and where I had a camera and it ruined the camera. And they're like, well, we don't fix leaks. And I'm like, really? You're a roofer, but you don't fix leaks. And so that was why drove me nuts. I demoed my entire chimney chase and fire. So I hear you got 3 roofers looking at it now. Yeah, none of them can fix leaks, dude. I've been there and done that. I think maybe I could just put screen for the soffits so when it rains, it just comes out the screen in the soffits and that's nothing to rot, right? So, yeah. So I'm off my tangent of roofers. So Mechatronic, are you the same one in Discord? So I always thought it was interesting why. I guess there's we can go check the other one. I think it's Dimco outage map. Let's see. So Dimco does also kind of the same deal. So they got some pretty big outages as well. So, and they kind of intertwine with everybody. Oh, wow. They got a lot of outages over here as well. When did they go out? Still being assessed. Yeah. Well, if you know a decent roofer in Baton Rouge area that would come fix some leaks on the corners and I can stop replacing my soffits, please let me know. That would be a great thing to do. I'm tired of replacing my soffits in the same spots. Yeah. Dimco used to be just have the dots. They didn't have the lines. And I think Entergy even though I kind of hate on Entergy a lot, Entergy got down to showing the lines, and I will say they're pretty accurate. Cause like my neighborhood is fed like 3 different ways. Oh wait, we got some action. We got some wind action going, man. A little bit. And but so it's actually pretty accurate down to especially when they started finally using the smart meters. And you can zoom way into this thing and see where like you can see that this part, like that part's working, etc. So they're pretty decent on things, being able to see, like you can even tell like it's down to a I don't know if you want to call that a cul-de-sac, but yeah, they're pretty decent on things. But then you look at it and you're like, wow, they ran a line all the way out there just for that. But I guess they have to in some cases. Like I was looking here earlier, like when you're cruising along, like there's some of this, there's like no roads. Like these are just like camps out in the woods. Blur that out for family TV. It wasn't my map. So like I'm surprised like they're working down here, like Port Fourchon is working. Like if you've ever been to Port Fourchon and how is Grand Isle still working? I don't know if that's correct. Like that's crazy. If Grand Isle still has like this shows red, like that's the feed, but then how is the rest of this still green? I have no idea because there's no other feed to it. Because like Grand Isle is in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they do. For others, Entergy covers. I know this one. They go to Arkansas and they do part of Texas. So they do like they wrap around the top of Houston. They paid 50,000 for a line run. Hmm. Let's see. What else do we got? They need and see the flashing. I wouldn't care if you put this honking back to the roofing. I wouldn't care if you put this honking flashing sticking out from underneath my shingle where it would make sure the water rolls off. I don't care what it would. It could look like donkey shit. I don't care as long as it wouldn't rot my damn roof. That's the key. Yeah, they're pretty good on the power maps and stuff. I know there's some of the other one like I think there's another company Slimco I think does over here. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do that kind of map. We'll see. I think like theirs might just be blobs. Yeah, this is probably what you're talking about, where they just have blobs. I think there's another one. What is it? Is it Clico? I think there's an. Are they do another area? Just figured Digi has some electrical work. What electrical work? Nexus? Yeah. See, looks they just have blobs too. I think it's what y'all are talking about. Where it's like, oh look, they got a power outage. Where it's like just very like little green. So it's just like, oh, here's the cause unknown. You know. Yep. So I guess Entergy is doing something with our money that they overcharge us for. Yeah, we're still not getting any crazy gusts, which I'll be fine with. I will be perfectly fine. We are sitting at. Let me get this out the way. See the difference, like in these 10 miles an hour, and then 6, and then we are showing 13, and I guess shows 3. So it's, and I know that the Echo Wet one should be hot, should be lower because it's actually not as high. It's obstructed kind of. So the Weather Channel's live in Baton Rouge. Is it Jim what's his name? Cantor? They probably picked the wrong spot. 30-mile-an-hour gust. Let's see. No, one of the chicks. I haven't watched the Weather Channel in years. The only thing I just know is the Jim Cantor from back in the days, you know, whenever he like they always joke if Jim was coming to your place, that was bad. Yeah, I knew they were saying most of the storm stuff's going to stay over here to the side. I haven't used Nextcloud in forever. Forever. It just seemed like I used it for a little bit, but then there was like, it was so many updates and keeping up with the updates with the security vulnerabilities and everything. Yeah, that was, and I couldn't keep up with the updates and stuff. It was too much of a chore, so I stopped using it. If Ginger Z is on, who's Ginger Z? See, I don't keep up with all the flight people. Or is that crazy? That's not that crazy chick, huh? That was talking about the aliens on the can't more updates than ESP. At least ESP Home, you don't have to take the updates. And at least they also on the updates, like we're gonna jump. This is how this is gonna be. Yeah. Next. See, at least like they stopped. Remember the update buttons were big, and like I know there's an update for this one now, but it's not screaming at me in the face. I remember they used to like, "Brr, it's update," and I was like, I don't care. I think they changed that, so it just has a gray button now, and I really don't update them unless I need to. So I don't care if it really needs an update. It might get an update when I change something on it. That's about it. Um, the other part of the update side of it, I'll be on another rant, is the whole Unify side. Well, I don't know if we want to start that rant. So yeah, I have a lot of offline devices in there. I see Jace is sharing the 35 updates. Here, I've got another one that won't go away. Is the stupid? I've pressed this button a bunch of times. Is the Sonoff Zigbee water valve? It won't update. I don't know why. I think I just need to go reboot it, or maybe change the batteries out in it or something. And it's like annoying. So I'll just say skip, I guess, and then get rid of it. It annoyed the hell out of me. Um, the National Weather Person on ABC. They haven't used Music Assistant, so I wouldn't know. Haven't used that. I I I'm a old school. What would they call them? We called them the Google Unlimited family, like the Sprint family, where it was like it's like so much a month, and we share it between like 5 or 6 people. It's pretty great. So it gives you unlimited YouTube with no ads. It's like a grandfathered plan. I know shouldn't tell you about it because you can't get it, and but then you also get Google Unlimited Music. So are we actually getting wind now? We might actually getting wind again. Like we were getting it earlier and knocked over some crap, and I was like, had to go tell the wife, hurry up, let's go pick up a few things in the yard that I didn't think we needed to, and then sure enough, I I tried that button in if I press the button in Z2M, it doesn't do anything. Um, if I remember which Zigbee to MQTT. So it starts updating, but then it fails. So and it says like I'm at 57% battery, which is fine. But then I'll start the update. Well, watch, it's gonna make a liar out of me. It's gonna work as I'm sitting here. But back to the music thing, the lawn firm, yeah, that's the best one is the meme. We will rebuild. Um, Ads during live. Oh, yeah, YouTube has definitely changed a lot of stuff with running the hell out of ads and different things, Bill. I don't know if I can turn that off or change that. I don't dig off into that stuff much, to be honest with you. I know it does auto a lot of that stuff, and I just let it be. I think it's where they kind of want you to put it. Yeah, see, I hit update and it just stops. So, um, what was I going to? I totally drew a blank now. Then I might cough stuff like because not enough memory. On, is it ESP Home or is it actually like on? I guess it would be ESP Home, right? Even on ESP 8266, I haven't seen that issue. Oh look, there it goes. Did not respond to OTA request, so then it did fail. So I guess I may go pull the battery on it or something. Yeah, I was thinking that like if you could, if you may have to do, because I thought they send G zips. You may have to like make one that's small with just like nothing, like no web server, no, just enough to get on your Wi-Fi and OTA update, and then see if you can send that one over, and then uncomment and put it back again. It might work that way, if you kind of get what I'm saying. That way you're making a really small bin file, and then you'll be able to update it again after that to the bigger one. Trying to see. Yeah, it ain't even raining anymore, dude. Like this, which is fine. I am totally fine. I have no issue if my power doesn't go out. And yeah, I'll be totally fine with it. It was doing a whole lot more earlier, and I was like, oh, let me hurry up, get the stream going. Maybe we can see if the power goes out during the middle of the stream. Because that's really what I want to see is, previously my power went out. 5 minutes later, the damn internet went out. Well, now we switched over to the passive fiber, and hopefully that shouldn't be an issue anymore. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much of it. Let me look at radar scope. I'm normally used to looking at radar scope. Is it just gonna go towards? I wonder if I can pull up. Give me a second. I'll show you all the cool thing in radar scope. Let's see. If I can find. I got to turn on the developer stuff, and you can mirror your screen using Visor. Give me a second here. I love radar scope, and you'll see why. Reload. I should have done this earlier, right? Allow. And I want to view device. Enable. No thanks. And let me put me in. Hope I don't get any crazy text while I'm doing this. That's gonna be the way, right? Do it live. So, hold on a second. Where's radar scope? So radar scope is cool. So if you hadn't missed it, it's a paid app, but you always hear people that was basically, you always hear all about like, how do you see the weather radar pretty easy? And they actually talk about it. I think they talked about it on Twister, and the newer Twister and stuff like that. They call it their $10 radar app. This is what they're talking about is the radar scope. But the cool part about radar scope is the velocity one, dude. Like if you're like any stuff with like any of the tornado areas and stuff, is you being able to see the velocity stuff is pretty killer. So, and it uses just they do mostly the NextRad stuff, and then you can get some of the radars like out of like some of the larger airports if they're online. And, but there's all kinds of features, and I know I'm probably not using it to the fullest extent. All these greens are all your like your warns and stuff. I just love the view of things and be able to pop around and see stuff. Um, so, and there was a dog at my front door. It looked like interesting. So then you can like, if you want to, you can change the actual radar site. So like if you want to see what it looks like out of this radar, you can see what it looks like. But like see TMSY, that one's down. Clicks is not there anymore because they actually moved it to Hammond. So I don't know why they still had that one. But if you want to come out of like the Jackson one, you could actually see the Jackson radar. So if you want to look at it from the north to look back at it. And so a lot of the radar apps don't give you the option of being able to pick all the different radar sites and stuff. Like you want to look out like Mobile, what it kind of looks like to see more of it. It's kind of cool being able to get all the different looks. So pretty slick app. I'm sure it's available for the both Apple and I know it's on Android, but I'm sure it's on Apple as well. I always hear him talk about it. I've actually heard him talk about it on the news today. They had a guy who's like, it's like I'm in the eye wall, and the guy told me, he said, "Well, pull up Radar Scope and you'll find out." And I was like, that was kind of funny to hear them talk about Radar Scope. So, but damn, ain't nothing else going on. And just as you know, I just got a text message as soon as I swung the phone away. So, where are we at with? So, what other stuff? I know we're kind of like centric on weather stuff, but I don't mind talking in the meantime of like different home automation things and everything. I don't think we'll hang out a whole long time. I got a few different little products I'm looking at, and I don't know if I'm gonna do. I don't product reviews don't get me. I don't know. Get boring sometimes doing a bunch of product reviews. I like doing projects. I started NG to hurricanes are overblown. The media that's the tempest when you're talking about. Yeah, that yeah, we actually can look at that. I have that one, and I have it on my list to actually do more of. I just want to see what New Orleans is looking like. Not everything looks pretty red. I'm still laughing at Grand Isles how they're up. They're just impossible, but maybe they might be up. This is all the Houma area. This all got hit with Hurricane Ida a few years ago. I would say projects, not major projects. I got some camera stuff I want to switch around again. Just play musical cameras again and swap stuff around. So just because they got some different cameras on the Empire Tech side and stuff. Yeah, the cool hurricanes are the Cat 3s and 4s. Those are the cool hurricanes. So, I want to do some more with MM Wave stuff to change some stuff in the bathrooms again to like different zones to get rid of a motion sensor. Trying to think what else I had going on. Been fighting with the Unify U7. Do not buy the U7s, especially the U7 Pro Max. They've got a lot of firmware issues going on with it. If you use any 2.4 gigahertz devices with them, there's a lot of issues going on with them. So don't buy those right now. they have sent me some different beta firmware. So, um, no, I don't have to explain that to them. They just know, and even the little other kids and stuff, that hey, we walk in the bathroom and they turn on, and that's pretty much it. So, um, that is the bulk of it. But the generator stuff, um, I have that. The Genmon stuff is cool. Yeah, you don't even see mine. Mine's actually in the ceiling, and so it's behind a plate. You don't even see the chip itself, and they actually think it's kind of cool that it, you know, if you have to, they have to try to sit super still before it'll like not time out and stuff like that. So I just heard one of the windows pop a gust. Must have been a gust go by. But this is one other thing I have with the generator. Um, yeah, they and you can look around. There's no cameras or anything like that. It's just a that the decor. I don't even say decor. It's just a one gang U.S. white blank plate that's in the ceiling. So and then I had a little hole in it, but that's just for the humidity sensor. So yeah, they're fine with that. They don't, no, there's no cameras in there, anything like that that they can see, right? But yeah, we actually talked about. I know the generator stuff. We talked about Discord a little bit because I know Hefnail was trying to get his set up, but this is one of the things I do want to cover again. I guess I didn't cover it the first time, just because it's been working so well, and I guess I will cover the setup of it. But it's pretty neat being able to, because Generac wants you to pay like $5 to $10 a month for all kind of stuff, but you can see all the stuff in here and everything. You can even come in here and tell it that, hey, I want to start the generator. I want to start and transfer. You can pull up the logs. You can do a server's journal, like, hey, when did you, clean battery post, corrosion, topped off battery water, stuff like that. So it's kind of neat being able to put it all in there. And then you can it actually feeds into MQTT off of, yeah, right on this deal here. So I can see it's an auto state and I'm, like what the battery is and stuff like that. So the system is not an outage. I don't know why it says that, but the guy doesn't know, the developer doesn't use Home Assistant. So the MQTT stuff is not that great. They just fixed stuff with the retains. But wait, so now you have to put all these in manually. It's not auto discovery. I don't know if it's Modbus. It's a series. Is it Genmon? I think it's RS 485 or 2. I forget which one it is. There, you had to do a conversion from the RS to, yeah, it's just a Raspberry Pi Zero I have in there, and you can run it with an ESP32 and then do serial over Wi-Fi, but it's just a lot. That's a lot of traffic. It's all the serial traffic, but I want to say you have to do, if I remember right, there was a little chip. Yeah. So, okay, it is 480. Okay. So it's RS. I remember it's one like RS 485 and then 2 to 232, I believe. Because you have to get the little UART chip. Named as bathroom camera. actually what did get questions was, if you remember the Wise motion sensors, um, they were like had a black lens on them, and actually I had somebody call it a camera. So, but Genmon's kind of a weird setup. I did it, actually it's easier on a Raspberry Pi. They do have it where you can do it with a Docker container and the whole thing. But I really wouldn't go through with it. Just Raspberry Pi Zeros are easy to get again. So um I it is a lot of serial traffic, so it will pull if you're going to be doing it over Wi-Fi, where you're just doing like an like a ESP32, and have it going through the UART, and just do like a kind of like trying to like do a Zigbee hub type thing, a Zigbee adapter, but you're doing it over Wi-Fi. It's just a lot of serial traffic, because that thing just talks all the time, constant, and that would kind of bog down the 2.4 gigahertz. A lot of 2.4 gigahertz traffic it would be, but if you do it on the Raspberry Pi, well, then it's just Raspberry Pi to there, and it's staying local to itself, and the only communications really is the web interface and MQTT. So it's not like bogging down your Wi-Fi, and you know, or having a lot of 2.4 gigahertz traffic to compete with your other IoT stuff. So that's kind of my take on that, especially now when you can go over, you know, and say, hey, I want to get a Raspberry Pi Zero, you know, like I'm sure you can get Raspberry Pi Zero too, you know, so these are going to be probably in stock. So they're pretty easy to go get now. Unlike 2 or 3 years ago, it was a pain in the ass to go get one of these. So it was like, hey, you had to do like the ESP32. So, I mean, I don't know what seller this is, but I could get that for $30. So it's fairly easy. What were you saying? Attempting to go off. No, I'm not. I don't think I'll ever go off grid electrical. I don't have a big enough yard to put up a lot of panels and stuff. So, they might go in the wrong direction. They went public. Really, I didn't know that. Oh, and last thing they do have, they have all these add-ons. Because not everybody uses Home Assistant, so they like Genmon. So you can go and add all of these, like all these little things, add-ons to here, like send you notifications and everything. It's pretty cool little thing to go through, that you can go through and put all the different like little notifications and stuff. So yeah, definitely the Raspberry Pi Zero is easy now. And there's actually a guy that makes a hat for it, for the generator, where you just plug it in and you're done. If you look on the Genmon stuff, let's see, Genmon Raspberry Pi hat. I think it's called like Fat or something like that. But yeah, pint size me. That's it. Let's see, store. Yeah, so he's got like a few of them. There's one with the ESP32, but he's got a few of the different like little hats and stuff that you can just slap on there. And if you don't want to make up plugs or anything, and you can just take the generator plug and plug it in and go. So, and that way you're less likely to smoke the controller on your expensive generator. No, I've not messed with scripted for NVR. I'm using Frigate for some stuff, but mostly Blue Iris still, because I have it fed into my an HDMI output into my matrix switch. So So I haven't really jumped into that. I know like scripted, didn't like they pay for that like so much too after like three or four after like four cameras or something like that. You had to pay for something. And dude, I think we have calmed down to nothing on the storm, which is totally fine to me. Yeah. And I know Blue Iris charges you for that, but I guess I I don't really mind their interface. I probably will change the frigate interface. Their new frigate interface is nice. If you haven't seen that, I haven't totally set up finished mine and everything, but fixing things up and everything. But like, so it is raining. You can see it raining a little bit, but I guess I want something that's gonna be like Blue Iris, where I can just throw it on HDMI, and and I know there was talks they were doing some with VLC and stuff with the bird's eye, and then throwing it like a Raspberry Pi. I may eventually do that, and so I probably will. I want to eventually just get to frigate usage and switch that machine over to from Blue Iris to frigate for all of my recording stuff. So. There ain't jack crap going on, which is fine to me. If the storm's gonna skip us, it'll skip us. And go over. I kind of figured it was gonna be more of a New Orleans play with the way it was moving. So we may not get much at all, which is fine. I have to rename the stream. We didn't have many cameras up here. I'm outside of Baton Rouge area, and so I'm not like in BR proper. So kind of rural area of Baton Rouge. North of it. People outside. Everybody knows me in the neighborhood of for having all the cameras outside the house and everything. They're like, "Oh, you're the guy." So it's either two things: are you the guy with the little robot? Are you the guy with? Or oh wait, you're the guy with all the cameras. But now more, it's everybody is like, "Oh, you're the guy with the little robot." And what they're talking about, the little lawnmower, the Lubo one I did like last year, and I do have the Luba 2, but it's not a big upgrade to it. And it's, I don't know. I still like the I let the Luba one run in the regular Luba run in the front yard. Like it's not even raining here anymore, dude. Like stove doctor's Ben. He lives in the ghettos. It's raining a little bit. Let's see if I can pull up this one. Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff happening, but nothing to write home about. So, yeah, I forgot that camera is a battery camera. So, and it's actually you can actually see it. I just left it sitting on the. It's right here. Hey, thanks, Stove. Yeah, you can actually see you can see the camera sitting right here. It's upside down. So now I got too many windows. So I've got a Real Link NVR because Real Link always Real Links. The Real Link cameras are such a pain in the ass to use in Blue Iris and Frigate. And then, so I usually like keep them in the Real Link MVR because they're easy with the Real Link MVR. You plug and play and you rock and roll and you're done. They're great. And for that, and then like all my like Daiwa stuff and Empire Tech, I got a maybe one Hikvision, I think, is out there. And then I do have, I guess that's Daiwa as well, but I have most of those all are in Blue Iris. So, um, like the fun one. I see if I'll drag it over here. I got another little NVR, like this one I was playing with. See if I can maximize it. But it's like it's very you see like it blurs when you move. I think this is like some kind of knockoff Hikvision, and I mean it's okay, but I really didn't like it too much. It has a decent zoom on it. I think it's like 20, is it 25x supposedly? Oh, it's 20x zoom on it. So let's see which Web Park. I don't even know where Web Park is. I'd have to look at that one. So, no, and hopefully we won't see my neighbor taking a piss in the bushes again. But let me see if I can pull up the other one. Wow, this is the other one I like. This is my favorite one. Not really. For like the Real Link NVR stuff, like the setup is super simple. The only thing you really need to tweak is just like you need to think about what cameras you're going to record 24/7 versus motion based. And so that's like which ones are you going to are you going to record all of them, or you're going to record just let's see, I'm trying to see which camera. Hold on one second. There, this one. This is what the view I wanted, I think. So if you're basically which one you're going to record all the time is the thing. That's the only part. Yeah, I've got like what Frigate, Real Link, Blue Iris up. This is probably my favorite camera. This is that but it's like a $400 camera. So that's the thing on that. But the Blue Iris the PTZ, why is it doing that? I didn't want to go too far. The PTZ is weird on Blue Iris to control it because like it doesn't always stop. I guess because it's delayed. But this one's got a lot better lens on it and stuff. So, and this is also the one that you can does the auto tracking and stuff. So, but yeah, so you can actually see the things of grass out in the. That's let's see. You'll get to see why. PTZ. It's not even their best PTZ, to be honest with you. Let's see, throw in the chat. Oh, out towards LSU. Okay. Yeah, so it's like it's a $400 camera. So but that's you get what you pay for. So that camera is pretty awesome for because like I can look all the way down the street with it. And this is like 15 houses down, and it's like way down the road. So where's my chat go? my chat. Yeah. I think did you paint yours or cover it or something like that? So and now we got people. Vicky Lynn is they sent me a camera and then they want to do the review when it's not even finished yet because I've got like 4 or 5 cameras I'm doing together. So, and they don't understand. That's why I don't like to work a lot of time. Like I prefer to just go buy the stuff, but sometimes they're like, "Hey, I want to send you a camera for review." I'm like, "Sure, we'll put it in the bucket." Sure. So, yeah. So you wrapped it with like some bind. Yeah, because that's the only thing that's white. I wish that camera would be black. I don't know. I hate to take mine down and wrap it or anything like that, and then end up not being able to put it back or tear something up on it. So, but that is like I think the bulk of the storm is going to pass to the side of us. Luckily, I think I freaking lucked out. Anything else we want to chit chat about before? I'm probably going to go and oh, see why you hate Wi-Fi 7. You want to see? I don't hate Wi-Fi 7. Let's see. Okay, so this is with the new beta firmware. And I put this on at like 9:30. And I put the beta firmware that's supposed to fix this. Like it was so bad with the Pro Max, I would have devices just fall off the network and they would never reconnect to the network. On the 2.4 gigahertz side, they would fall off, never reconnect. I would have to go flip the breaker and everything. And definitely I'm not the only person. If you haven't been, you need to go look in the Unify. There's actually people in the Unify threads that they've actually sold all of their U7 stuff because it was such dog crap. And so now if on phones and like Wi-Fi 7, Wi-Fi 6 or media streamers, the 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz, no problem. But don't use them for anything smart device. It sucks so bad. And that's the Unify 7 stuff. And like you can see like it just decided to drop this device from the network for a look from 154 to 156. Why? Where'd it go? The power didn't go out. And then later on, oh look, it dropped off for 15 seconds. Why? I don't know. A little bit later, it dropped off. And it's a lot of now see like this one was okay. Became unavailable at 149. And no, I'm not trying. I haven't tried the Asus Wi-Fi 7. This is just the U7 Unify stuff. I'm sticking with my OpenSense router, so it has to be like access points. I can tell you it got so bad, the Unify 7 Pro Max, I actually had to remove it and go back to the Unify 6 access point. Let's see. This one must be on. Look, there it is. That's when I put it on, I think. Or maybe when I put it here. Let's see. This one's been pretty okay. Some device, this firmware they sent is a lot better, but it's not perfect. But like, I can look at now. I know this is when I upgraded the firmware as well. But like the U7 Pro, I have not had as many issues if I stayed back a firmware, but the Pro Max is absolute garbage. And then some of the newer firmwares on the U7 Pro has been garbage as well. So, and yeah, we are running 20 megahertz on 2.4, not stepping on other stuff, turned all the features off. Yeah, trust me, I fought this for weeks and weeks, and I'm not like there was a guy that was pissed. Where was he? He was in here. He was talking about he took a loss on all of his U7 Pro stuff because it was such garbage. Was it here? Yeah, see, like right here. Like, look, let me scroll back up. Yeah, the U7 Pro is a piece of shit. Having never-ending issues, trying to reach out to support was pulling teeth. Decided to give this new firmware a try. That was a mistake. Luckily, I added another upstream. There was another one talking about he sold all of his stuff. Like this person, they're just having tons of TX retries. Like you go through the threads and it's pretty bad, dude. It really feels like the nanos all over again. I never did own a nano. I watched the nano like firmware and it kind of got better, but the nano still was not that great. Now when you went to the other, like the AC Pros, the U6 Pros, those were like pretty decent. I think it's funny people coming here, y'all need to change all this and turn it off. Everybody has turned off everything on. Like I have a SSID that's 2.4 gigahertz only, and every single thing's off. It's like try to make it as old school as possible, and it still won't. See, if you try to run now, see this guy's saying it's no problem, but yeah, it's. Some people are having no issues, but I can tell you if you have enough issues. Yeah, see, there's lots of issues upgrading. So like I found that you can revert to older firmware and it's a little better. So, but yeah, so that's my little rant on the Unify stuff right now. Like I'll tell you, it's so bad. I'm gonna go put in the UC. What is it? Where's the UMC store? UCG Ultra, I think it is. I bought it for my sister's house. They only have like DSL out there. I think I bought the UCG this one. I bought this one for their deal. I was gonna put in two U7 Pros inside the house and then a U7 Outdoor. So I bought the U7 Outdoor because it was in stock and it was like not gonna be in stock for a while. So I was like, hey, well, I'll just go U7 Pro is $189 versus the U6 Pro was $159. It's like $30 difference. I thought it was $179. They must have maybe raised it. Probably saw the issues I've been having. But so now I'm kind of regretting it, to be honest with you, that I bought the U7, where's it at? Outdoor? It must be on out of stock again. Oh, there it is. I'm kind of regretting I bought the U7 Outdoor, and I think I should have bought the U6 Outdoor and then just buy the U6 Pros for them because I just wanted something I can throw in and not have to jack with it. So, yeah, that's if I was starting stuff over again with cameras, I would definitely, because Frigate has really changed the game with cameras, and just to go with the Frigate cameras, you can mix and match stuff. Whether you want to do like, even you really want to go to Reolink, you can, cheap out on a couple things and. But then go along with, say, some of the Empire techs, or I would say Amcrest on some of them, but Amcrest has really priced themselves out recently. Aruba stuff, they always seem, I've played around with some of the Aruba stuff, but they seem to be more enterprise, and then you're trying to put them into, the local mode. It was just too much for me, to be honest with you. I started way back with I don't know. I don't have a list of like. What do you mean band cameras? Um, so I guess my thing is, there's nothing happening at all and going to happen. But the Amcrest ones are just Daiwa cameras. It's the same thing as the Empire Tech. So if you can, where was I going with that now? I think what you're talking about is banned business in the cameras stuff. Yeah. So I would not, and I wouldn't do this with any camera. Don't put your cameras like out. Don't port forward to them. Don't put them out there on the internet. If you really want to, you can even block them from the internet. There's no reason being that if you're using it with Frigate or Blue Iris or whatever else, there's no reason to have those exposed anywhere. So you keep them, if you can even block them, like that's what I do. I actually have them blocked where they can't reach out to anything. Like they have to reach out to my local NTP series servers, and then Frigate or Blue Iris can go pick them up. So, and then it's up, and then big deal. It's like the camera's in your house and can't be used. That's why I don't like some of the like the little, because they're Wi-Fi, but I don't really like the Wi-Fi cameras anyway. But they always make you get their app and then pair it up. Now, where I was going with you talking about the, I haven't messed with any of the other access points. You were talking about the Ingenious, because I started with Unify stuff, doing like little backhaul projects with those, what were they called? Those those locos. They had the 900 megahertz, and then you had like the M2s and the M5s. I've used a bunch of those for like the little projects running internet around people's houses, like to like shops and stuff. And then when I wanted to convert from a consumer router to actually have Wi-Fi coverage around the house, I changed to, I just had two ACLRs, and they worked freaking awesome. Ran them for years, and I just slowly migrated, and I kind of stayed away from the MediaTek chipsets. I stuck to the, what were the other chipsets? Is the Qualcomm? I think it was Qualcomm, QCA. I stuck to those, but then I really didn't get bit in the butt until the U7 stuff. So that's what really got me on that. And I may eventually, I don't know, jump to something else if this doesn't play out with the whole, because I'm not, it's the beauty of, I'm not tied to Unify at all. I don't run their router. I do have a couple of their switches, but if I want to change access points, sure, cool. I'll just change access points. I don't run their entire stack, so I'm not like I'm stuck in their stuff. Dedicated mod for camera streams. I do. If you look at, actually I have let's see if I can pull up a picture. I do have a actual camera set. I have Blue Iris in my HDMI matrix switch. And so the matrix switch is like, it's just a 4x4 switch where I can put Blue Iris on any of my 4 major TVs. And we can also play PlayStation and Xbox and everything. I'm looking for the picture of one on the patio. And I have Blue Iris and the Reolink NVR actually as an input on there. I'm trying to see if I can find, how far is this picture down? I guess this is a video of it. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull this in here. I can take this off. Nothing happening there. So yeah, you can see. So this is actually out in the back patio, and I can actually see my cameras and stuff like that. So this, you can actually see, look here in the video, you can actually see I had the other NVR right here on the living room TV. And you can pick, so the wife will go out here and we can watch like the garage is closed and stuff, we can, we can see somebody's door or whatever. And but eventually, I probably will want to get a 8x8 switch. So are they are they Wi-Fi 6E yet or no? Those the cameras, not cameras, the access points. But then when I am working here, like the office, I've got a cheap little 1080p, I don't know, 25-inch screen that's up above my screens. Now, one thing I've looked at is the I don't know if I've looked at the there's a Aruba, not Aruba, Omada. But they want too much for their stuff now, for this one right here. And I thought this one was crazy. So that's, it's got a 10 gigabit PoE port. So, and what I gotta find out must be this camera. I kept hearing the screen. Ingenious. So do they have a like a dashboard or anything like that? Because that is one of the things I like, being able to see the dash of like what devices are connected and what signal strength. Yeah, Omada, they just call them the hubcaps. The Omadas are big. And Netgear has some other stuff, but they're pretty big as well. So is it Wi-Fi? Do they have Wi-Fi? Is it just Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 6E? So it must be just Wi-Fi 6. Yeah, hubcap. Yeah, so looks like I don't see any 6E stuff on here. It just says dual band. Yeah, 2 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz. I do like the 6 gigahertz side of things, just because that band is clean. You can run 160, 320 megahertz channels. I've got several devices that support them. It just works great. But I guess trying to be newer in technology, hopefully Unify will fix the damn firmware in the U7 Pros and the Pro Maxes, though. Yeah, I never really ran I wouldn't run, I don't know. My router is a VM. I just doesn't sit well with me on that. I just have a dedicated little box and just run OpenSense on it and call it a day. Oh, so it does kind of have. Okay. Interesting. Is that just actually on the access point itself? It kind of looks like the Netgear ones, kind of when you run them in non-cloud mode. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I saw a couple of people using those MS-01s, but I guess because they have the SFP plus ports on them already and not having to add like a card or whatever. And that's what I'm using. I'm just using a little N100 box with 2 SFP ports on it. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was using. They do have, this is going to be scary to pull up AliExpress because they always find some crazy crap. Is it's like N100 router SFP plus. There was another one I saw. Yeah, this one here. Oh, this is the 12th gen, but I have this one, but it's not that. It wasn't 365. There's this one here. That's why is it so much? Oh, because it's the N305. I have this. This one I thought was pretty nice. They didn't have this one when I bought, But this would be nice. Just simple little box, 2 SFPs, and then 2 2.5 gigabit Ethernet ports. So really simple and small to put. Mine, the one I have now, has 4 2.5s. I'm not using the other. I think I'm using 2 of the 2.5s, or maybe 1. So, but it's pretty neat little box, and I just run OpenSense on it. So what else we got going on? I'm about to head out and go undo a lot of stuff and let the dogs out and everything, and been kind of uneventful storm for the Baton Rouge area, which I have zero problems of being uneventful. I will have to rename this live stream because it was not just about the camera stuff. It was more about the tech stuff. So, but maybe we'll do another one. More, I've got some other stuff that I'm more prepared, I guess. If we want to get into some other projects or something, if we want to do, I don't know, if y'all want to do something like, if you haven't done to your cloud cutter stuff, we could do something like that. I've got several devices I want to do and put them in ESP Home. I just hadn't had time to do them, and that'd be cool to do. I'll see what else I got on the floor and work through. Maybe we could actually do a real stream of something and not just digging around the web or whatever. If that works out cool for y'all. So, yeah, we'll do that. And this one, maybe we'll do also, we were talking about on Discord, is the Bluetooth proxies. I'll do this is my kind of newer favorite one, is the LilyGo ones, and they're PoE powered, and we can play around with like that BLE Bermuda. I haven't messed around with that much, and so that's all kind of ESP Home side of things. So it's been a long time since I flashed something new with Tasmota. So it's just that there's nothing new out there that's coming with ESP chips, really, that's pre-built, like a light switch or something like that. So, unfortunately. All right, y'all. Well, I do appreciate everybody for tuning in to the non-event storm. I don't have to call a roofer for the storm. I've still got to call a roofer to come fix the rest of my stuff where I rot my soffits out, but I'm sure I'll eventually get there. So, all right, well, y'all have a good evening, and thanks for watching. And I have no idea what I have as the last video, as the ending stream. We'll see. Oh, okay. Didn't know I had that one. How about we do a different one?
So what you're about to see...
There we go. That one's short and sweet.
It's just not
old one
serious.
with OG.
It's all parody. If there's any resemblance to actual real characters, it's truly just a coincidence, I promise. This week on DigiBear DIY, we're going to show you how to get rid of your farmer's tan. Is your shirt?
Yes. We use this remote to transport the...
What the hell is even that?
I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what.
We have a reputation to uphold.
Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car till you get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload.
They're gonna get so butthurt over this video. And they're just gonna be like, oh my God, I just want to put like all the bad comments in this video. And they're gonna be like, y'all shouldn't have done this, and it's horrible, and they're gonna be reporting the video even though we didn't show anything. And you have fun, right?
Yeah. And please don't call the cops.
They call the cops for what? We didn't do anything.
Like this bad video.
Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.